Okay, so let's get started. I was thinking of talking about freedom today. That's what came to my head, or to my
Freedom from validation, freedom from worrying, anxiety, freedom from thinking of the past. Please take this topic also.
So, does it sound good to everyone?
Yes.
So let us start with the illusion of how many of you feel trapped about anything? What do you feel trapped about? If you guys can quickly type in the chat, where are you trapped? Get started with that.
Trapped in the past thoughts. You know, they come so much. No matter how much I try hard to get out of it, they come, and in that they form a loop. All the validation comes in the thoughts, pleasing others.
Guys, I'm going to mute everyone. If you want to talk, please unmute yourself. And quickly, one word or two words. Where are you trapped? Varsha, thanks for sharing. Everyone else, you can please put it on the chat. Where are you trapped? Finances, okay. Okay. Insecurity. Trapped under others' decision. No freedom to move out on my own wish. Upsets. Okay. So let's start with this clearing. A trifold sequencing system is a pattern that that keeps running in your head again and again. Based on what Varsha had said, like some pattern which, when you remember it, it feels as if it's happened today, even if it has happened like 10 years back or 2 years back. So that's called a trifold sequencing system, where you feel as if you're living in that today, even though it's happened so much in the past. So let's start with all the trifold sequencing systems of the past that you are using to trap yourself that you're choosing. Will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. All the trifold sequencing systems that you're using to trap yourself into the past, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. All the trifold sequencing systems that you're using to trap yourself in the past that you're choosing, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. Okay. And all the trifold sequencing systems that keep you trapped in your future, which you desperately want to happen, but it doesn't happen in that way, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity? Say yes, guys. Someone say yes or type yes.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Just feels when you hear the yes, the energy shifts. You can just sense the energy shifting faster. Okay. So all the trifold sequencing systems that you're using, loop yourself, the future and the past that you are choosing, that no longer serves you, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Yes.
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. See, let me tell you this, guys. As long as see, when you hold your breath, can you hold your breath for 2 minutes, 2 or 3 minutes? Anyone? So you're supposed to say no. Thanks, Geet, for saying no. Don't try it, please. Doesn't work. So as long as you're breathing, you guys are free. If something is coming in your nose and going out your nose, we're all free. We're not at all trapped. So it's an illusion that you're trapped. Where is the trap? It's only in the head. Okay, so as long as we can go freely to the bathroom and we can breathe, we are very free. Nothing else can trap you. So this is what we have to start our day with. Everything else is an illusion. And when your body is free, you are free. So let's work on that. None of us are trapped. We have enough air to breathe. We have choice. What is the biggest gift that's given to us? Choice. So you can always choose something different from where you are today. Always. There are infinite choices available. Now, what you choose now, so let's put it clearly, you're all choose, whoever is talking about traps, and in fact, I started. So, but I said freedom, I didn't say, and then it went to free traps. It's a choice. So you have a choice to make yourself free also. So would you choose to be free, or would you choose to be trapped? Which is a smarter choice, to be free? Okay, so everywhere you have decided that you're trapped without seeing a different choice that's available to you, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. Everywhere you've decided that you're trapped, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Yes.
Good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. So everything of the past that you are choosing that is still making you feel that you're trapped, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. Okay. Self-doubt and confusion. So what is the value of doubting yourself? And what's the value of being confused? The value of being confused, the real value of being confused is so I don't have to choose. And why do I not have to choose? Because I'm afraid I'll make the same mistake again. Now the beauty here is, as long as you have a fear that you will make the same mistake again, you will end up making the same mistake again and again. Just for the fact that you've put your energy on, what if I make the same mistake again? I don't want to make the same mistake again. So everywhere you're putting all your energy into doubt and confusion so that you do not have to choose. And the one thing that can set you free is choosing different. Will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. What choice can I make today and this week that is different from what I've been making in the past, that will enable me to know that I'm free? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. So what choice can I make starting today and for the whole of this week that will be different from what I've chosen before, that will enable me to know that I'm truly free? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and girls. So the first awareness here is, we're feeling trapped. Can you choose the same thing that you have chosen in the past and then get out of it? You cannot give the same input and expect a different output, can you? So let's change the input, and the input is the choice. So what different choice can I make today that would enable me to know that I'm free? Everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, poison, mirrors. And why do I say know that you're free? Because you are free. As long as you're breathing, you're free. If you really want to feel trapped, you can stop breathing for 2-3 minutes, and then you will know what that really means. Otherwise, it's an illusion. None of us are actually trapped. You just like to think that you're trapped. And you know those guys in the water, those magicians who are who lock themselves in boxes, and then they stay in the water and don't breathe for a few minutes, and then they get out. So that's when you can't breathe, that's when we are trapped. So we're not at all trapped, we're still free. Even the masks that we're wearing nowadays is not actually trapping us. It does seem not as great as without the mask, but we're not fully trapped. So all the illusions that we're still carrying in our head that you're trapped, will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. And if you're trapped somewhere or something, if you're trapped by money, or you're trapped by a person, or you're trapped by your family, what's the underlying thought? When you're trapped, what is the underlying thought? I'm not free, but also there is some kind of victimhood.
Helplessness.
Helplessness, yes. So helplessness, I'm not powerful, I can't do this. All this gets us into a mode of what? Victimhood. We like to say that I'm not powerful enough, I can't do this, it was that person's fault. Sometimes it was the universe's fault, by the way, guys, or God's fault. By the way, one thing I've learned is never blame it on God. It doesn't work. It just comes and backfires on you. So never blame it on God. Not that I'm God fearing or I pray God a lot. It's just that it doesn't work. It always backfires. That's what I've learned. So I just wanted to tell you guys. So you are not a victim. Any situation you are in, you can get out of it. Okay, the first thing we have to know is you're not trapped. Second is any situation I can get out of it. So what is the value of holding on to a situation or something and saying this I'm not able to change, this is bigger than me, whatever I do it's not changing? What is the value of being that victim who says that I cannot change this? So that you don't have to make a mistake, you can blame someone else for everything that's happening in your life, and then you get to blame it on others. And not only that, you get to control others at times, and there's a hidden agenda also at times. If I play victim, if I say, I don't know how to do this, then we're thinking that someone will help you, someone will come and feel pity on you, they'll feel empathetic on you, they will help you get out of the situation. But has it worked? Anyone? Has it worked for anyone? It's never worked for me.
No.
It's never ever worked for me. Yeah. When you put out that you're a victim, you will get more abusers rather than people coming and helping you, because that's the energy you're putting out. So everywhere I have decided so strongly that I'm a victim and the situation is so much bigger than me, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, poisonous. Okay, no offense to everyone, but this next clearing, I'm just going to say it. It's not personal, not to offend anyone, but everywhere you're so lazy that you don't want to do anything, so you like being the victim, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And everywhere you're so afraid of making a wrong choice again, which will make sure that you continue making the wrong choices, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So what invention did you use to convince yourself you're a victim so that everybody in your workplace can abuse you, everybody in your house can abuse you, everybody on the street can abuse you, even the birds, they can shit on you and abuse you. So everything you've done to get abused, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, men. And it doesn't come from one place. If you say you're a victim, like I said, even the birds, when you walk out, they will shit on you. Even even if you might slip on a banana peel, everything. Why? You're a victim, right? You have to be abused, is it not? So, and if there's no one in your house to abuse you, something from outside will find its way. So that's how powerful you are. So would you like to use your power for something better, something greater? Yes. Okay, so someone is asking what should be done to face people with full boldness without getting scared, even to put forth one statement in front of everyone. See, a fear is a lie. You don't have to be scared of anyone. This is what I like to say actually. And this was even before I found Access. I was like, I mean, why am I afraid of anyone? Everyone should be afraid of me. When you are so powerful and you know with your thinking you can change things, shouldn't they be afraid of you? So you don't have to be afraid of anyone. Everyone else should be afraid of you. In fact, maybe they're afraid of you. That's why they're abusing you. So everything that brought up and let down, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and girls. So people find the strongest. They find someone who's strong and they try to make them so weak and abuse them a lot. Why? Because then the other person feels that I am stronger. When I've abused someone who I perceive is stronger and powerful than me, I get some sense of, yes, I'm powerful. This person is listening to me. The very fact that someone is abusing you, talking bad about you, doesn't like you, is because they know somewhere that you're powerful. Now let us also not lie to ourselves. Let us also know that we are powerful, right? So all the lies and distract implants of fear that I'm still using to hold on to my victim mode that I'm choosing, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And what energy can I be so that I never ever abuse myself ever again? I never ever take myself for granted ever again, and I do not allow anyone else to be that to me. And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So what invention am I using to abuse myself a little, a lot, or in megatons, so that everyone outside of me can also abuse me a little, a lot, or megatons? And everything that is times a godzillion, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Yes, Namrata has written, one who abuses, they are also insecure. So if you be in non-judgment of them, If you be in allowance of them, you can be the change. You can enable them to change. You can go there. You have that power too, rather than being the victim. Okay, so everywhere I am not being an energy that frightens anyone who would like to abuse me. Will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. Have you guys seen Bahubali? I'm not sure if I think mostly you would have. So in that one scene, Ramya Krishnan, he'll ask something. He'll ask, "Should I do this?" And then she'll say yes. The way she looks and says yes, no one will refuse. So that's how you should be. You go watch the movie again and get that expression, whatever that is, easy and faster way, and be that. When you're in that expression, no one abuses you, right? Everyone listens to you.
Energy you're talking about?
Sorry?
Is it the killing energy you're talking about?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
That's also part of it. Just if you don't know what the killer energy is, you can watch that movie. And in Bahubali, whenever Ramya Krishnan says something, everyone will listen to her. You can just look at it in her eyes, the expression she gives. So that is the expression with which you should be if you want people to listen to you and not to be abused. It's called killer energy also. So what can you be or do different to be the energy that never abuses yourself ever again, that never takes yourself for granted, and in turn does not allow anyone to take you for granted. And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you destroy and create? Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. Okay. So everywhere you have you've stopped abusing yourself, but still look for a need for validation. Will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all 9 shots, boys and girls. So Gary has written this amazing statement. It is, greatness cannot be validated. Only limitation can be validated. So do you guys want to be validated? Would you still hold on to the need for validation? No. So Varsha, would you let that go? Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all 9 shots,
Yes.
boys and girls. Yes. If you're greatness, no one can validate you. They can't even tell you whether you're doing good or because they don't have any reference point of what you are and what you're putting out. So can anyone really validate you? No. Only your limitation can be validated. So everywhere you're looking to still stay limited and looking for other people to validate you instead of acknowledging the greatness that you truly are, so that you do not require anyone to validate you, including yourself. Will you now destroy it once and for all eternity?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all 9. Yes. Okay, guys, I think today I'm going to give a clearing. Are all of you willing to grow up?
Yes. Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
So who needs validation? Who needs someone to help them? Who needs children?
Yes.
Yes. So everywhere, all of you have allowed your bodies to grow up, but still are caught children in your head. Will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, poc, all 9 shots, boys, males. Who gets offended at everything? Who fights for everything?
Children.
Children. So have you guys confused that you're children?
No. Yes.
Yes. So everywhere, the child in you was never given enough love. So you've never allowed it to grow up. Will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all and choose to be an adult of consciousness starting
Yes.
right now? And everything that does not allow you to know, you destroy and uncreate it all.
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, poc, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. All the children that you have, all of your own children that you have, that have never been validated, that have never been acknowledged, that have never been loved, are you the adult of today? Be willing to be there for them, give them all the love they require, give them all the validation they require, give them all the comfort and nurture in a way that they know that they're taken care of. And they enable you to be the adult that you are. Everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and will you now?
Yes.
Yamini has written sometimes husband. I'm not sure whether that was abuse or the husband is like whatever that is. will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all ninjas, boys and beyonds. Okay, all, when I said all your children, I was meaning your own younger ages. I was not meaning your actual children, because they're much better. Children know how to respond better to life. But adults who act like children, right? That's what we want to change. If someone is abusing you and you choose not to speak them, are you doing exclusion? Maybe not. Maybe not. So it's a choice. So if that choice is lied to you and you choose not to speak to them, it's completely fine. Exclusion is not like not talking to someone. Exclusion is more of, I feel really bad when I don't talk to that person, so I exclude myself. So as long as I am happy and I am free, like we're all free, as long as you're happy, you're actually not excluding. It's just a choice of talking to them or not talking to them. The exclusion happens when I feel bad about not talking to them, when I get into, again, the victimhood. This guy abused me. It comes with the judgment. Separation comes with the judgment. So if you're making this choice just to just for taking care of yourself, and if it's really light, go for it. Even I feel really happy not talking to a lot of people, so it's fine. It doesn't mean to exclude them. And that's why in my book I have written, home is not a place, it is a space. Whoever comes, let them in. Whoever goes, let them be. And whoever comes back, welcome them in. So as long as, if they are coming back one day and you're in a good space, then you've not excluded them. So that's all there is to it. As long as you don't judge yourself, you're not doing exclusion. Every time you judge yourself, you're doing separation. Okay, and separation is exclusion. And the way I understand is, if you judge someone else, it's only because you're judging yourself. So judging others, judging you, like judging God, judging the universe, everything is judging yourself. And I just said judging God doesn't work. Fighting with God doesn't work. It's only fighting against yourself. That's like the biggest self-sabotage that you can do. Okay, so victimhood is also like a self-sabotage. Doesn't work. Are you guys willing to wear different shoes? So let's all throw away the victim shoes that you've had forever, never to wear it again, and start walking in different shoes that actually fit you better. And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys. So don't have them. Why am I asking you to throw it away? It should not be there in your wardrobe. Otherwise, you keep changing. One day you're like, I'm powerful, but then you take the victim shoes again and put it back. I hope someone has. So if you've done that, can we stop that from now? Now is the time to make the change. Not tomorrow, not 10 years later. Now is the time. So all the victim shoes that you have, or someone else has given you, or someone else has gifted you, will you now throw away all of those, never to wear them again, and walk in your own shoes, walk in different shoes that make you greater in ways that can help you and everyone else around you. And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, men. Thank you, Divya. Divya is like, when she has to say the yes, she'll be there on time. Thank you. Okay, so what else? Trapped under decisions, no freedom. Okay, all those who are getting trapped with decisions, let us not do decisions. What does a decision mean? It means it's a judgment that I can never change. What does choice mean? I can change. If I want to change the shirt, if I don't like the color, I can go change it. That's choice. What does decision mean? I have to wear this for the rest of my life. So why do we look at something? Why do we even perceive the situation is so big? I have to make a decision here. And why don't I perceive everything as choice? So when it's choice, you can change it. When it's a decision, you can't. So everywhere you are not choosing the freedom of choice and getting into the judgment of decision about everything in your life, will you now destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So everywhere you have made life a series of judgments and decisions which is so hard, rather than a set of choices that are so light, will you now destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay, and play with it. Start with which dress should I wear today? It's a choice. What should I drink today? It's a choice. Small things. Then you can get into
Nithya,
other things.
may I say something?
Yes, please.
I found that, every time I told myself, I have to make this decision, I just changed it to choice. So when I do that every day, then, you begin to perceive everything as choice.
That is so amazing.
So I thought that may be, helpful
So thank you for sharing
for
that.
people to do. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. So instead of decision, you say, what choice can I make here? What other choice do I have here? So sometimes your mind is so trapped that you look at two choices and then you're like, I don't know what to do. I don't like this choice. I don't like that choice. Come on, guys, two choices. Who likes it? You will not automatically, you will not like it. Two choices also like having no choice. So what other choice do I have here? Have you asked that? What else is possible? What other choice do I have here? So everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, first of all, there's a different choice. And second of all, to choose that with ease. Will you now destroy and create it all?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. And everywhere you have to, everywhere you love to be trapped and create problems so that you can prove to yourself that the one thing you can do is overcome a problem. Will you now destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. So how many of you, once one problem is over, the second problem starts? Then this is over, the third one starts. Okay, Nita, I think that's a yes. I don't know whether it was a no or a yes. She nodded like this. Okay, that was a yes. So everywhere we love having no choice and love being trapped and want to prove to ourselves that we are so powerful that when we get out of a trap, but still cannot even acknowledge that you got out of a problem and want to create a new problem, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right,
Yes.
wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and yours. Everywhere I'm in so love of problems that the minute I sort one problem, I will jump into a second and bigger problem instead of being happy and free. Will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Yes.
Strong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. Okay. So everywhere I trap myself with needs, is not even true for the infinite being. Will you destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Right, wrong, pot. What can I be or do different to be the elegance, the true elegance of needlessness that I can truly be? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive, this will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. Habits as traps. Can you address this? Okay. Which habit are you talking about? Can you give me a little more information?
Anything basically, where we could be in the habit of having something sweet after lunch. It's more like a habit and becomes less of a choice. You just head for that wherever and that kind of thing I'm talking about.
Okay. First of all, okay, habits of being lazy or postponing. Maybe you don't have to judge it. Maybe it's not wrong. It's okay to have a habit. It's okay to have sweets after lunch. But if you don't like it and you would like to change it, what different choice can I make here? And everywhere you've decided that you're trapped in your own habits and you've got so bored of everything that you do, but you still want to do it so that you can still get bored, everything that is times a godzillion will you destroy and uncreate it all? Strong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, poisonous. Okay, you guys have heard this word of hangover. You have nice drinks and then you don't know what to do for the next few days. You're like, so everywhere, all of you have decided life is so boring that you are stuck in hangovers one day after the other. Will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. Everywhere you love being lazy and postponing everything and you've made it a habit now. Will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. So what can you be or do different to be out of control, out of form and structure, out of linearities, out of constancies, and out of the autopilot mode that puts you in a habit that you do not like? Everything that is times a godzillion will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and girls. What can you be or do different to get out of this autopilot mode, which you really don't like, but you keep on functioning from. And everything that is times a godzillion, will you destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pop, all nine shots, boys and girls. Everywhere you've decided so strongly what is your destination, so that your flight is on autopilot mode and goes only towards the destination instead of allowing yourself to have fun and change your destination every day and live life for the fun of it. Will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. I hope that helps, Sagri. Yeah. And everything else that you've judged about habits, being in a habit, and not wanting to be in a habit, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. Okay, so what habits have put me so much in autopilot that I'm not able to recognize whether they serve me or not? All of those, I'm willing to recognize them and let them go as the day unfolds today. And everything that does not allow me to know, be, perceive, receive, and let go of all that does not serve me with ease. Will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. So everywhere I'm not acknowledging the true greatness that I am and still looking for someone or something outside of me to validate me. Will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. And every validation that I'm looking for that makes me limited, which I really did not want in the first place, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity? Right,
Yes.
wrong, all nine shots, poisonous. So everywhere you've lied to yourself that you require someone to validate you and trapped yourself in your head that you require someone else to free you, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Yes.
Good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. And again, to stop the thinking in your head, who does it belong to will really help. If you guys are still overthinking and there are too many thoughts in your head, who does it belong to? Who does it belong to? Who does it belong to? So whoever you have picked, whatever from this lifetime and across lifetimes, and made it yours so strongly that you're not able to let it go, will you now destroy and uncreate it and send it back to whoever it belongs with consciousness attached right now?
Yes.
Yes.
Boys and beyonds. Validation from our children as good parents. Okay, Isha, that's a sorry, parents don't validate you as good. Children don't validate you as good parents. They will only keep saying you're bad parents. That's a way of manipulation. So if they say that, you can do more for them. Then you'll give them more attention. So everywhere I'm aligning. Sorry.
Nithya, just one I'll explain because something is bugging me. Yesterday, my daughter was playing with a glass jar and then it fell. I was telling her that it will fall and it fell, and I was scared that she would get hurt now. Okay, and she was like literally feeling bad that she was kind of told, see, you did it, like that. Okay, so in the night she said one thing she realized, that the younger ones or people who are short, because she's the only short one in the house, cannot defend the taller and the bigger ones.
Oh wow. Okay.
Okay, so I felt very bad for creating such a belief in her.
Okay, so why you should just tell her to say interesting point of view. I have this point of view. You've decided, you've created the belief in her.
Yeah.
And you don't create beliefs in anyone else. That is the way they respond to what's happening.
Yeah.
So that is her inference. First, you cannot create any belief in anyone. If you can do that, I would have created so many different beliefs in my son. So you don't have control over what anyone else says. So first of all, we cannot help anyone. We can't harm anyone. We can't hurt anyone. So that is not something we have to take on ourselves. But we can tell her, okay, that's not true. Will you say interesting point of view? I have this point of view. That would really help.
Thanks, Nithya.
Yeah. And we don't have to feel bad about that. So what can I be or do different to explain to my children in a way that it's nurturing for them to get out of any decisions, conclusions, computations that they make, and everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you destroy it and create it?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, all nine shots, poisonous. And actually, you should applaud yourself that you caught your child making a belief like this. So you can change it. Not that I made the belief like this. How aware are you? Like you knowing that this is what she's deciding right now. So you can tell her that's not true.
Yeah, I did that, but
Okay. So what can I be to convince them in a way that they get what I say? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you destroy and uncreate it?
yes.
Bad pot pock, all 9 shots, 5 minutes. And everywhere I've projected that she has strongly made this decision and she will not change it and it's going to affect her life now. And I'm the reason for that. Will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Absolutely, yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. So the projection projection is also a judgment. Yes, this has happened. Yes, she has decided this. But at that point, can I change the energy? Because if I make it more solid, I project it, it becomes even more stronger. So that is when I respond. I don't react to the situation. Now it's not that I shout and all as a reaction. When I make it more solid or true, that is also a reaction. So what can I be or do different to change this perception that my daughter has with ease? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you destroy and uncreate it?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. What do you mean making something solid? It's like when you say I don't look good 3 times, you will actually stop looking good. And then the 5 people will come and tell you don't look good. So when you give attention to something for more than 2 or 3 times, that thought becomes solid. So no thought should be solid. Everything should be liquid. Then the thought comes and it goes. It doesn't affect you. If it's solid, it will stay with you. And it will become yours. So that's what I mean by when I say making something solid. Remember the last call where we said don't make anything significant? So nothing significant, nothing solid. And then you live in the moment. You just take every moment as it comes. So Isha was still somewhere worrying about what happened yesterday. So those are making things solid. So everywhere I have made things that are not required so solid in my head. Will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. All the solidity that I'm using to make my life into a trap and jail that I'm choosing, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. I hope I've answered your question, Hema. Okay, so anything else coming up for anyone? Questions or? Okay, so all the upset that you're using, which may not even be yours, that you're choosing to convince yourself that you're trapped, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. All the upset that you're locking into your body to convince yourself that you're trapped when you truly are not trapped, and even when the upset is not yours, that you're still choosing, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. Yes, you should tackle all solid beliefs with interesting point of view. And when everything becomes interesting point of view, life is easy. You have a platform of which you can choose. You have more choice. If it's solid, it's only one choice or no choice. It's like, I can't change this. But then when you start saying, what can I be to change this? Things change. And the other way to liquefy is asking questions. Interesting point of view or asking questions helps us get away from any situation in life. Okay, any more questions, guys? Anything else we have to address? No? Okay. So let me, if anyone has anything, please type it in the chat or you can unmute yourself and talk. But otherwise, I'm going to, all the judgments, agendas, inventions, lies that I'm using to trap myself that I'm choosing, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. Office politics. How much fun can I have with office politics to be a bigger politician than everyone else? And everything that does not allow me to be that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. Everywhere you've decided that politics is so wrong that you should not do it. And you've also decided that you cannot do it so that others can do it to you and can trap you. Will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys, men. Politics is so much fun. Without politics, what is the point of office? Anyway, right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Risha has just written someone very dominating. I start perceiving fear. That's the right word. You perceive fear. You say, "Who does it belong to?" and let it go. It's not yours. Risha, everyone should be afraid of you. No, you don't have to be afraid of anyone. Go
Yes,
watch
but
that
still,
movie Bahubali and
yes,
be that at it. Yes, Risha.
yeah, but still, I just automatically my mind started perceiving like my whole body contracted, and I was like, why am I fearing? Like, he's not even around. I just happened to saw his picture, and
Yeah.
I was like, why is it still there? I mean,
Okay.
it
Why
was
is it?
just
Is why a
there.
question?
No.
Why is it still there is not a question. It's a conclusion that something is still there.
Okay. Okay.
So interesting point of view. I have this point of view. Not why. Why is it still there? Who does this fear belong to? Or interesting point of view. I have this
Okay.
point of view that I'm afraid of him. These are the tools you should use. The minute you say, "Why is it still there? Why did this not yet happen?" You have lost it. And
Okay.
I've seen you create so amazingly. And I'm not talking about you. Everyone in general, you create so amazingly, and then you get to a space where I'm amazing, and one thing doesn't happen, and then you say, "Why did this not happen?" That's where you lose it.
Okay.
So why is a conclusion, and when you're so powerful, one conclusion is enough to bring your energy down. Similarly, one question is enough to change everything. So what would you choose? Would you choose conclusion or question?
Question.
And this is a muscle to build. So if you perceive fear, that's why what I keep saying, if you perceive it, you're already in the first step. I'm aware that something is not working. Now, if you're willing to change it, you've taken the second step, and those are really good things. So let's acknowledge the greatness of perceiving and willing to take the second step and then change it. So let's acknowledge the greatness in every step.
Okay.
We look like if I change it, then I've done something, but till I've not changed it, I love to judge myself. So everything that brought up and let down, will you destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, poison.
Yes.
I'd said in another call, if your mind is thinking and telling you the same thing about the past again and again, why it is just information that you've not yet let it go. It is not anything else. You don't have to judge that thought. You don't have to feel bad about thinking. You don't have to feel bad about judgment. Just awareness that I have not yet let go this past. One more awareness, and I'm willing to let it go. So 2 steps, 1 step at a time.
Okay. Okay.
No, 1 step at a time. It helps. How do you let go of the past? And you have to let go 1 step at a time. If you say I'm letting go everything now, sometimes it may not work. You have to ask yourself, is it serving me? Is that information even relevant now? Is it serving? If it's not serving you, why would you have it? What is the difference between validating and judgment? Validation is also a type of judgment. Everything is like everything, the bigger umbrella is judgment. Validation is a smaller part of judgment, where you're looking for someone else to tell you that you're good, because you don't know it yourself, or you never tell yourself you're good. So you're desperately seeking for someone to give you that, to come and tell you that. It could be anything, that you look good, or you've done a good job in office, or that you're on the right path. um, anything where you have decided that this is not correct, but you still want it to be correct, so you're expecting someone else to say that. That is validation. I hope I've explained it properly. Yeah. So that's the difference. Judgment is the cause for all problems. Validation is also a cause for problems, but it's just a type of judgment. So everything that does not allow you to validate yourself and acknowledge the greatness that you are, will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And a lot of people, this is again the children. Children need validation. So that child in me has not been told that you are good. You also can make it. You also can create something. It's never been told. It's always been told that you're wrong. You can't do this. So I'm still looking for someone or something to tell me that you're good enough. Okay. And then when you're looking for someone to validate that you're good enough, it does not work, because the energy of validation is a need, is a lack, is like, I don't have it. So the universe responds to your energy. So everyone ends up coming and telling you that you're not good. That's why do not look for validation anywhere else. It has to come from you, and then it works. And that's why I started the call with saying greatness cannot be validated. And remember, we were talking that as long as you breathe, you are a contribution. As long as you breathe, you're giving carbon dioxide to the trees. So you're contributing in some way. So acknowledge that you are a contribution. All of us, in ways beyond our imagination, we've contributed. Now, you may not never know what you've contributed to who or how. But if you've laughed, I hope all of you have laughed once in your life, at least once. Maybe not often, but if you've laughed once, you have contributed some great thriving energy to the earth. And this is what I was telling someone yesterday. Just laugh. That's all. How can I contribute? What can I do to change the world? They were asking, what should I do to take my... I was like, can you just laugh more? And then they were like, is it that simple? I said, yeah, it's that simple. Because you were born to laugh. If you're born to laugh, if you do that, everything would change. And then I told them this one. It's not like acting like you're laughing, actual laughing. So everywhere, all of you would like to act that you're really happy to everyone else, but you're so sad within. Will you now destroy and uncreated once and for all eternity? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and yours. Your true greatness and your true greatness will be in your kindness. And I think the foundation for kindness would be your laughter. The more happier you are, the more kinder you can be. And you have to be kind to yourself. So everywhere you would like to prove that you're a contribution, and you choose to be kind to everyone else except yourself. Will you now destroy and uncreated once and for all eternity? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and girls. So what can I be or do different to contribute in a way that is kind to me and kind to everyone else? And everything that does not allow me to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you destroy and uncreate? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and girls. And everywhere you've decided you have to be so kind that you will not do office politics, that you will not do anything against anyone, but you'll do everything against yourself. Will you now destroy and uncreate? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and girls. All of you who still are convinced that you have problems, it looks like some of you are convinced that there is a problem. Namrata, that I cannot get out. If you're convinced it is a problem, it is a problem. You cannot get out of it. I cannot help you beyond. You have to change that. So whatever is true for you is true for you. Okay, so let me tell you that I can only facilitate. If you guys decide this problem is too huge, I cannot do anything there. But you can ask, what can I be or do different so that this problem also resolves with so much ease? And everything that does not allow me to be that energy of resolving this problem, getting out of this problem, never choosing to look at this as a problem, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and girls. And everywhere you love to focus on that one problem that you have decided is not working, rather than focus on everything else that's going well in your life. Will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So what do you love about giving energy to what you don't like and to the problems that you've decided are unsolvable, instead of focusing on what you can be grateful for? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you destroy and uncreate? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and girls. It's very simple. Focus on what's working. Be grateful. Everything else will start changing. But then we love to focus on what's not working. Okay, so what else? So everywhere I keep on creating problems so I can convince myself that I'm a victim, and I can convince myself that I'm trapped. Will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And everywhere, someone was talking about how do I express to others. So you don't have to express everything to others, but whoever you have problems with, you can be very grateful for them. You can say, I'm grateful. And when I say be grateful, I mean be grateful. Not I say I'm so grateful for that person, and then I add I don't like that person after that. And then I say I'm grateful that person, but I don't like them anyway. Just be grateful. They have come in your life for some reason, even if for you to get the awareness that they're causing problems for me, but there is something to be grateful for. So what can I be to be so grateful for all these people who have entered my life and are playing a drama around me, without being a part of the drama. And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that will you destroy and uncreate all. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And everywhere I like to attract people who will create my life as a drama and as problems so that I don't get bored. Will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So we attract people like that to create problems for us so that we don't get bored. So yeah, so let's let that go and just be grateful for all of them. Things will change. How do I be creative in writing the content? What can I be to be so creative in the content that I write? And everything that does not allow me to know, be, perceive, and receive that will you destroy and uncreate it all.
Yes, yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And everywhere I'm looking for perfection in content and deciding that my content is not at all creative. Will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Yes, yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay. So Ujala Singh, the little one does not eat food, and that changes the entire house. Everyone gets worried. I think you should let it to the little one's body. Maybe the body is not hungry. What can I be to perceive what my little one's body requires and allow her to decide what her body requires? Everything that does not allow that will you destroy and uncreate it. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So Ujala, do you also get worried, or is it that everyone else gets worried? Okay, as long as you don't get worried, things should change. So just allow the little one, it's the little one's body, so let the little one decide when she wants to eat, what she wants to eat. Give her that choice, so she doesn't have to grow up and eat 3 meals like us and eat so much like us. Listening to your body is a gift. Yeah, good. No, we all don't know. I was actually, after Access, I was learning to eat again, because nowadays we're just eating with a calculation. I have to eat 3 meals, I have to eat this much. It's not like, are you really hungry when you're eating? Are you really thirsty when you're drinking water? So kids have that, and let it be that way. And they don't require that much food as what we think. So she will know when she's hungry, and just allow her. So for my son, when he says he's hungry is when I give him food. Otherwise, it's okay if he doesn't eat in the morning. I don't mind. He will tell me when he's hungry, and that's when we give him something that he likes. And he's perfect. As long as the little one is healthy, there's nothing wrong with the food intake. So if you don't have to worry about how much they're eating, look at the health. Are they active? Are they playing? Are they happy? So awesome. Thank you, Swarna, for saying amazing. So are you guys looking forward to change your life this week? Will we let go of the illusion of being trapped?
Yes, yes.
Anyone is still feeling trapped, or everyone is feeling free? Who's feeling? Anyone still feeling trapped? Okay. Anyway, so everywhere I would still like to hold on to the feeling of being trapped. Will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity? Right,
Yes,
wrong, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. If you're not convinced, convince your mind. You're only trapped in your mind. You're not trapped in reality. So please, you can try that, holding your breath for 2 minutes, and then see, you will actually feel free. So everything that does not allow me to perceive how gifted I am, how amazing my life is, and how I am so free, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. So I think it's Alifia. Okay. Focus on what is working. Don't focus on what's not working. At a given point in life, there will be some things that don't work. There'll be something to be grateful for. Even if the only thing you can be grateful for is being alive, because everything else is wrong, not working. Focus on that. I'm grateful that I can still breathe. And I'm grateful that I can make a different choice to get out of the trap. And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that will you destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. So all you have to do is, what choice can I make to get out of the so-called illusionary trap that I've set up for myself? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. Freedom starting now. So let's all say that. Starting now, I'm free, and I choose to keep myself free. Free of what? Free of unwanted thoughts, free of the feeling of trapped, free of limitations. And everything that does not allow me to go beyond this, will you destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. Okay, so Hima, you can actually ask your son. How old is your son? But you can ask your son to say, what is it that I'm not able to digest in my life? Everything that is times a godzillion, I destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. I will just give you some clearings. I'll just connect to you after this and give you some clearings. Gopi, thank you. See you. I think we will all close. Yeah, thank you. Anyway, time's up. So I will get on to my next meeting, and I will take one last question if anyone has. Otherwise, we will close now. Okay, please do connect with me.
Thank you, Nithya.
Thank you so much, Aya ma'am. Thank you.
Nithya,
Yes.
Thanks
you
a
have
lot.
to get the recordings.
Yes,
you,
we'll
Nithya.
post the recordings. Thank you, Tasneem.
Thank you.
Thank
You, Nithya.
So thank you for everyone being here. I hope something has shifted in your life.
Yes, it definitely has. Thank
Also,
you.
Yes.
so go ahead and keep changing. Being happy, laughing is the most important thing. Thank you, guys. Take care.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Nithya,
Yes.
will this the recording be there because I joined in late? It will be there again. Can I
Yes.
watch it?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
In fact, I wanted to talk to you for this reason only, and today I got the thing.
Okay, awesome. The recordings are on the group, on the WhatsApp group.
Sure.
Sorry, I am not sure who's saying that. Okay, cool. Is someone saying something? Anyway, so thank you, guys.
I didn't know what happened. I was quite late.
Okay, whoever is late, you can listen to the recording. I'm gonna call now. I have another meeting. So thank you, guys.
Thank you, Nithya. Have a lovely day.
You too, Adele. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Grateful to everyone who joined today.
Thank you.
Thank you.